Hello and welcome back to Collectible Stonks. Today we'll be talking about the current market trends surrounding the Flesh and Blood promos, which have been slowly rising in price. If this is something that interests you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as I have several other videos regarding the Flesh and Blood market in the works. Anyways, to start this off, there are several different types of promo cards in Flesh and Blood, and I'm going to explain each type and how these promos are obtainable. For the first type of promo, there are the buy a box promos, which typically consist of the adult heroes. As the name suggests, you receive a promo card by purchasing a box at your local game store and certain online vendors. The second type of promos are the young heroes, which have been typically given away during Flesh and Blood pre-release events. These pre-release events are a way for new players and current ones alike to try out the upcoming set for a small fee. Both of these types of promos have only been rainbow foiled instead of cold foiled. So the third type of promos we have are the Armory event promos, which are local game store events, and these include both cold foil cards and standard cards. However, we're just going to focus on the cold foils, as these are worth way more than the standard cards. Now, the cold foils that you can get in these events are weapons and heroes, and as you can probably imagine, the hero cold foils are worth at least double what the weapons are worth. The fourth type of promos we have are what I like to call the special promos, the ones that you can only obtain from specific places or people. So far there have only been a few of these promos, such as Go Bananas and Potions promos, and also Crazy Brew. Finally, we have probably the rarest of promos, the organized play promos, which feature gold cold foils of the rarest cards in the game. I have yet to see any gold cold foil cards for sale, however I can only imagine how much it will sell for given the rarity of these cards. The only way to get gold cold foils is to win at national tournaments, and as you can probably guess, these cards are not easy to obtain, and they likely only produced a few of these at a time. Let's look at the pricing for the buy a box and pre-release promos. So these promos, as stated before, are typically of the adult and young version of the heroes. To my surprise, these promos are actually selling for an average of $70 depending on the hero. The price is pretty significant since these are rainbow foils and were pretty readily available on release for every person buying a box or in attendance for a pre-release event. In fact, these promos are selling for more than the cold foil weapon promos, which is a little surprising given how coveted cold foils are. Of course, hero cards are much more desired than the weapon cards, so it does make a bit of sense, but it looks like both the buy a box promos and pre-release promos are a bit in sync price-wise and will likely continue to rise in price depending on reprints or how easily obtainable they are after the initial release. Moving over to the Armory event promos, this is where we can start seeing the promos go for upwards of $100. Some of these, like the cold foil weapons, are worth about $40 to $60 depending on the weapon type. However, the heroes look to start at a minimum of $100, and the average cost for one is about $150, which is a fair price given that these are a bit more rare due to them being tournament prizes at your local game store. Now on to my favorite promos, the unique and special ones known as Go Bananas, Potions, and Crazy Brew Extended Art. Go Bananas was a special promo that was exclusive to Mighty Ape in New Zealand. This was actually made available here in the States through Alpha Investments Patreon kit that included the 3 cold foil potion promos. The Go Bananas card alone is currently worth a minimum of $250, while the full set of the Alpha Investment promos can sell for anywhere between $800 to $1,200, making each Potions card worth around $250 each. Now, while Go Bananas is not a legally playable card, it is such a unique card that this will likely continue to be one of the most expensive promos going forward for this game. Same with the Crazy Brew Extended Art. I believe it was actually the first of its kind, and as such, this cold foil card is currently selling for upwards of $350. The final of the promo cards that we're going to talk about today are known as the Premier Organized Play promos, which are the very fancy gold cold foil promos of legendary equipment. Normally, these legendary cards in rainbow foil sell for around $100. When they are pulled as cold foils from the first edition boxes, that price skyrockets to the thousands of dollars. Based on this, the gold foiling of the cards, they're essentially invaluable. These cards are likely worth tens of thousands of dollars due to the difficulty in acquiring them and the exclusive gold cold foiling of the card. I have yet to see any of these personally up for sale on the secondary market, but I have no doubt that they will forever be the most expensive promos in the game. Now that we have gone over all of these promos, my belief is that these cards are a great long-term hold that will continue to rise in price as the game ages and it continues shattering expectations. Promos like Go Bananas, Cold Foil Potions, and the Extended Art Cold Foils are likely to be some of the best cards to purchase due to their uniqueness. Hopefully, Legend Story Studios continues its approach to these promos, as they will likely continue to hold long-term value, so long as they are not overprinted or reprinted in mass. This has been Collectible Stonks. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Also, hit that subscribe button to see future Flesh and Blood videos that I have planned, as you will not want to miss out.